Hey, Les, that was a pretty tough day for your special teams. Just what can you kind of tell us about all the things that went wrong for you guys in that phase of the game?
Well, there was we did not expect the some of the long runs that happened in special teams. I think our guys, well, we lost a number of guys on special teams during the week. And so, we put extra time in it and we really worked on it and felt like we were in good shape, but obviously not. There were a couple returns that were just unbelievable. And how it looked like the floodgates had opened and suddenly everybody that had a ball punted to them was going to score. And but we made adjustments, and I think Coach Wallace did a really good job in handling the loss of our starting punter, the loss of our second team punter, the loss of our snapper. And I mean, you can go on in terms of the guys that are playing positions in special teams, but I think we're a very talented team there. I think our second team punter, while he was still healthy before he was taken out of the game, really had a great day, punting the ball. But we think we'll have Kyle Thompson back, so that would be certainly an advantage.
Was there a reason you guys didn't just start like directional punting out of bounds after that first return for a touchdown?
I think some of those were directional kicks out of bounds, so that's the problem. So we were looking for out of bounds only, and some of those punts didn't go out of bounds only.
Les, you've always been known as kind of a special teams guru. How painful is it for you standing on the sideline seeing mistakes like that unfold?
This team is going to be a good football team, and so for me to endure, it's nothing. For those kids, it's gonna make them work harder, and we've got to accomplish that, and that's something that as a group, both coaches and players need to improve in their presentation, or maybe in the guys that are playing spots. So again, I think it's hard, but it's not hard on me as it is them.
Hey Les, what did Jalen do to earn the start today, and are you committed to seeing what he can do for you guys the rest of the year?
His practice week is what won the spot. What he did was he showed his abilities to hit balls that were tight throws and in my opinion, had a really good week, competed extremely well, and we anticipate that his accuracy will pick up.
What did you see out of him today?
Well, at times we ran the pace tempo series in the second half or late in the second quarter, one of the two, and that's what you can expect from him. Move his feet, throw the ball, get it lined up. And when he goes to throw the ball, he can make all the throws. He just needs to get more confidence. And when he steps into the ring and steps into a game, he needs to now snap his fingers and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, and get it right. So if he does that, he'll be a really talented quarterback.
Hey, Coach, how much did that muffed punt kind of put you guys in a bad spot just before halftime? It seemed like the game really got out of hand after that muffed punt.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think it was a I think it was the play of the game in terms of us. We were the third score, behind becomes a monster to overcome.
Coach, I'm just curious, when these lopsided losses kind of keep mounting like this through 5 games now, how concerned are you about, what that means for your players and recruiting and also to your fan base?
Here's what I tell those guys, okay, all of which. We're a good football team. We got talent and good coaches, and we're gonna put it together. And when you see glimpses of how it's run, where it looks extremely functional and efficient, and you can see the guys as Mason made a great series of catches as a young sophomore, and we figure that he will end up being a really good player. That's an example. And, I don't know that I've ever had a game where I lost my starting punter and my second team starting punter. And I think that, we're in a time frame where we're a little nicked on the perimeter and we get healthy. I think that somebody will find a very talented team that is, ready to play. And that could hopefully be this Saturday that we're about to play.
Hey, Coach, we haven't talked to you since Puka opted out. Can you kind of tell us about what your expectations are for that situation? Is he coming back next semester? Is he going to transfer? Is he going to enter the draft?
Well, when he left to go support his mother who's sick. And I think it's a wise decision for him to do so. I think those minutes and times are something that he'll look back on and not regret leaving the team to be with his mom. What he said is that in January that he's coming back. So it'll be interesting to see. Certainly we'd love to have him.
Hey, Les, Stephon Robinson posted on Instagram this week that he had surgery on his lower right leg or ankle. Did that take place this week, and is he out for the rest of the season?
I think he's out for at least a couple of 3 weeks. But, there's a guy that could certainly have helped us a little bit in this game.
And just to ask again, did he have that surgery this week, or was that before the season or another time?
No, he had that surgery in the last 3 days.
Any other questions for Coach?
Hey, you guys were without a number of receivers, not just Robinson, but TK and Lawrence Arnold. Can you give us an update on those guys? And then also, while we're talking about that type of thing, Drew Prox didn't seem to play today.
Yeah, Drew Prox got sick on site, and he did not have he had a flu, but not the flu, and so, but he couldn't play. The two that you had in which two guys are you talking about now?
Oh, just TK was out, and then Lawrence Arnold.
TK was on site until he gets healthy, and he should be healthy next week. Lawrence Arnold, without HIPAA, he should be ready in the next 2 weeks.
What went wrong on Jalen's pick six?
He threw a ball over top. He's not necessarily reading exactly in a veteran way the throwing game, but he overthrew an underneath receiver, and anytime you throw a intermediate ball, you can't overthrow it because you'll end up, picked, and that's just what he did.
And we saw him pick up a long third down on the ground. How big of a is that his biggest weapon right now? His running ability.
It's not his biggest weapon. He can really throw it. He just needs to get more confidence there and spend some time, throwing the ball. So, but he's going to give us as well a very mobile, very confident runner.
One more for Coach.
Hey, Coach, on special teams, is that something that'll get better over time once you can start building the program?
I think that the quality of the players within the team, make that special teams, those units, capable, and guys with great speed. And I want you to know, we have some good special teams guys. It's just that the issue was we were nicked significantly, and the Steph Robinson would certainly have been able to take a punt return. I mean, TK. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that are on the perimeter that that we're going to get healthy and bring along some of the younger players on our team, and we're going to give us some time to do that. You'll enjoy the team that comes to play.